Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Daniel Radich, the principal at Degrassi Junior High and High School. Over the many decades that I have been the caretaker at this educational facility, we've seen many things transpire and evolve. We've seen high-speed internet via DSL. We've seen directors film movies right in these very halls. We've seen shootings, and we've seen mix-ups at the prom. But we have also seen the use of drugs and substances. And it is important to look back and reflect on what the school could do better and what we did perfectly. We will be calling each student in for a review. The first student on the roster, Kevin Bouchon. Mr. Bouchon, on Season 1, Episode 15, titled Jagged Little Pill, JT acquired a pill. He acquired an ecstasy pill, which he intended to consume at a party. Sean took the pill and switched it with a vitamin so that JT wouldn't be on ecstasy. But JT thought he was on ecstasy because he was stupid. Sean gave the ecstasy pill to Ashley to throw away, but instead, she took it herself. She had just been dealing with her breakup with Drake. She makes fun of everyone at the party, not knowing that she has burned bridges with all of her friends. This is the beginning of Ashley's goth era in Degrassi, Season 1 going into 2. Did you have a goth era, Kevin? If you had a goth era, what would you do? What would you put on maybe to reflect this to your friends?
I would dye my hair black, paint my nails black, and I'd probably go to In-N-Out a lot.
If JT gave you ecstasy, would you take it?
No. I would tell him, JT, shove that up your GD ass and go away from me.
When you found out JT was stabbed at the school party, what was your reaction?
Ouch.
Thank you. We will now bring in our next student. Mr. Garrett Hunter, please enter my office. Let's silence our phones in the principal's office, please. Thank you. In season 5, episode 3, The Death of a Disco Dancer.
Oh, that's a lyric in a Morrissey song.
Very interesting. I'll read the facts. Thank you.
It could have been a Smith song. So.
Paige finds out that Matt smokes marijuana. They break up, and he gives her a bag of marijuana as a goodbye present, which outrages Paige. Alex dares her to smoke it, and she smokes it before her meeting with a college. Did you go to college?
I dropped out of 2 community colleges.
Why?
The idea of the 13th grade wasn't as appealing to me in reality as it was on paper. I'm a little confused on who gave who the marijuana and why.
The ex-boyfriend gave Paige the marijuana as a goodbye present.
Because she broke up with him because he was smoking it?
No, he was just a loser.
Oh.
And Alex is her friend, and she didn't think Paige would do it, but
She
Paige did do it.
That peer pressure will get to you. I think that's why I attempted community college. I was peer pressured into it.
Did you ever have a bad interview? Like Paige did?
For like a job interview?
Yes.
I've got every job I've ever applied for.
Did you ever break up with someone and they gave you bags of drugs as a goodbye present?
I don't want to talk about it.
What other Smith's lyrics do you know?
As the flames rose to her Roman nose and her Walkman started to melt.
Thank you. We will call in our next student. Sean Chatfield. May I please enter the office? Sean Chatfield. There he is. Mr. Chatfield, welcome to my office. In season 5, episode 8, Turned Out, part 2. JT discovers that he got Liberty pregnant, and she has been pregnant for quite some time, and no one knew, not even him. JT overdoses on oxycodone. Thoughts?
Well, I think that's sad, and clearly he couldn't handle the pressure. So I feel bad for everyone involved.
You have so many children. Do you see what JT did and you think he's a pussy?
Well, no, I think we all handle
Because it's just
life's-
one kid?
We all
He's
handle
hasn't even shown up yet?
we all handle life's challenges in different ways, and so do we know if JT pulled through, or did
He survives this, but he gets stabbed at a party next season.
What about the baby?
Somewhere.
Well,
After
JT.
he gets stabbed, they kind of drop the baby.
Do you drop the baby? How?
No, just...
Who dropped the baby?
Nothing. Okay.
Well, I hope that everyone gets the help they need, and if JT now is a father, he needs to start acting like it.
If they offered you oxycodone, do you think that would help with you being a parent?
I recently had dental surgery, and they did give me oxycodone, but on the label it said can be habit forming, so I didn't take it because I got scared of that. So I would not take it.
You never took it?
I never took it, but I still have it. Maybe I should flush it or something.
You have it here now?
No, it's not here. It's at home on my dresser.
Okay. In season 7, episode 23, If This Is It, a stranger offers Spinner weed, but he turns it down.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think he did that?
Well, I think that maybe he didn't want to smoke weed then. Also, if a stranger is giving you the weed, you don't really know if, maybe it's laced with something and that could be dangerous. There's a whole list of reasons why I'm sure he didn't want to smoke the weed. Right?
Wrong.
Oh.
We'll talk with our next student now. Derek Acosta. Please enter the principal's office. Have a chat. Talk.
Hey,
Hello.
Principal Ratchet, what's up?
In season 2, episode 9, The Mirror in the Bathroom.
It's my favorite Smith song.
Toby attempts to lose weight to be on the school's wrestling team. And to do this, he has no other quick ideas. So he abuses laxatives. He takes copious amounts of laxatives and ends up shitting himself in front of other wrestlers. What would you do if this happened to you? How would you explain it?
Oh, Toby. Well, oh man, Toby must have been really fucking fat. That's his plan.
Yeah.
That's a shitty situation right there.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
I think Toby may have actually been a fucking genius though, because the psychological intimidation of having to wrestle a guy as fat as Toby, but he's completely covered in his own shit.
Yeah.
That just seems like an impossible task. So in a way, Toby, he won before the match even started, because how you gonna wrestle a guy covered in shit?
Yes, it's true, isn't it? It's really something to think about.
Yeah, he's really fucking smart, actually.
Toby was always the computer expert of Degrassi Junior High. Perhaps he also knew his shit.
Yeah, Toby knew all those computer hacks, but he also knew the life hacks.
Butthole hacks. Kind of fun to think about.
Butthole hacks. Yeah.
He knew how to make websites.
He knew how to make wet pants.
In the episode Season 9, Episode 1, Just Can't Get Enough, Part 1 and Part 2, Peter is given methamphetamine at a party to make him feel better about himself. Would that make you feel better about yourself?
It probably would.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand about meth, is it speeds up your thoughts, and when you're depressed, your thoughts slow down so bad that you get stuck on one bad thought. So if my thoughts were all methy, like fast and methy, I'd probably speed through all the bad ones and get to the good ones. So that's why they call it speed. So I'd probably go from feeling depressed to feeling fucking great, social.
Do you think would you rather have a lot of meth or be the wrestling poop champion?
I'd probably rather be the poop champion because there are so many people who do meth in the world that you're just one in a million. But like literally 1 out of a million. But if you were the guy who shit himself and won the wrestling champions, that makes you kind of metaphorical 1 in a million because there's only one shit champion. And Toby, like you already mentioned, was into computers, whereas Steven wasn't. So I like computers.
It's Peter.
Oh, it's Peter. Then I'd rather be Peter. I thought it was Steven.
Yeah, it's Peter.
No, I'd rather be Peter. I'd take the meth at that point. Then
I would too.
If there's no computers involved,
No.
what am I gonna do? I'd just entertain myself.
And meth is hard to acquire sometimes. You have to talk to people who can't hold a conversation. They're gone. They're just making noises, and you could just bypass that whole thing.
It's short for method.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole method involved in getting it.
Yeah.
And it's tedious.
Yeah. So I could fast forward through that Canadian style. You just get it for free.
I'd probably do both, actually, because I think if you did laxatives and meth, you'd break the land speed record. You'd be shitting so fast.
They call that the crystal geyser.
Totally.
It's just no stopping it.
Yeah, it crystallizes the diarrhea, so you're shitting diamonds at that point.
In season 13, episode Believe, Zig
It's my favorite Cher song.
is forced back into drug dealing and steals pills from Zoe and overdoses them at her court trial.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. Degrassi has been a better school because of your input and your voice. I hope I can be your principal for many more years to come. Take care, be well educated, and be thankful. Good night.